My mother was a little girl
Yeah.
when the Queen was coronated. Sadly, isn't around anymore. And she recalls that there was this little television that they all
Yes.
gathered around. There was only one television on the street where she lived.
That's right. Yeah.
So it was televised, wasn't it? I
Yeah.
think it was the first time that
Yes,
there was a.
The first one, they didn't allow them in the abbey,
Mm.
and then just the processions. And the next time they were allowed to do some of it.
Oh.
And I was reading in this little booklet that's come out from the Platinum that they weren't allowed to do it when she was actually anointed.
Oh.
Which is why she's taken her role so seriously, because as far as she was concerned, it was all under God.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so that was done like in the Holy of Holies, because that was under a canopy. And there she was anointed with oil for being a monarch.
It's beautiful, isn't it? Because they call her the Queen of Britain and the Commonwealths, and the trust keeper.
You went to London, you said?
Yes. Oh, yes. And my mother said, I must have been about 15, my mother said, I don't think it's a good idea. My father said, no, let the girls go. This was my friend and I. My friend was 6'2", and it's me. And anyway, we saw them on the balcony, all very nice, and then time to go home. And the trouble was, they closed all the tube stations because they got full. And so there was no accidents down there. And so that meant the crowds all were milling towards the tube station. And Margarita and I got caught in it.
Oh.
And Margarita fainted.
Oh.
The only thing is, we were so crushed that she couldn't actually faint to the floor.
Oh.
She just went like this, you know.
Oh.
And so across the crowd came a little bottle of smelling salts and revived her. Wow. I mean, I'd never seen smelling salts used before. And then it went back again, and Margarita was all right, and we were all right. It was a little bit frightening.
Yes.
So she could see above the crowds, and you were in the crowds.
Well, I was in the crowd, but I couldn't breathe.
No.
Yes.
This is what it seemed like.
Yeah.
So I don't suppose you really had any idea of the scale of the crowd then, if it was
I didn't.
you were too immersed into it.
I did when we were outside Buckingham Palace.
Wow.
I mean, the whole of the Mall, and you know, it was thousands and thousands of people. Yes, so I did really.
Wow. Was that the first time you'd ever been to Buckingham Palace?
No.
You've been many times.
We lived about 14 miles.
Oh,
train
wow.
ride.
Wow. So have you been lucky enough to spot the Queen at any of those times you've been around?
Oh, in coming by in the carriage when she was,
fabulous.
She was married.
Wow.
Yeah. And also, I was standing waiting to cross the road on the school bus, and she came by. Not walking, you know, quickly going by in a black car, you know. I thought, this is funny. Several black cars together. I thought, that's the Queen. You know, it's like that.
Yes. I was lucky enough, the very first time I'd ever been to Buckingham Palace, I think I've only been maybe twice, maybe 3 times in my life. The very first time I'd ever been to London, first time I'd ever been to Buckingham Palace, I was stood there for about 5 minutes, and the Queen came in her car, and I was just jumping for joy.
Yes.
It was as if I was shaking the hands of Michael Jackson. I was going mad. It was very exciting.
Oh,
Lovely.
Yeah,
Has everyone here seen the Queen except me?
Oh, I'll show you a picture. Oh. It was it was the smallest glimpse.
You see her on television.
Oh.
Well, I've been as close as me and Hilary are now, and I was meant to shake the hands with the Queen. It was our charities all went to this function where the Queen came and visited, and but it poured with rain, really, really bad. And so she was with her brolly, bless her.
Oh.
And she was meant to come to our tent, but she honestly, it was so wet, she just went through.
Yeah.
But we caught eyes with each other.
Oh.
It was so nice. She actually kind of really acknowledged me. So I was like, well, that's lovely. But then,
Lovely.
because it was raining so much, David Attenborough ran into our tent.
Thank you, Hilary.